Well, good morning, gang. It is a brisk morning here in Jamestown, South Carolina, but I'm just glad to be camping. It's the first trip out this year. We're just happy to be here. Don't know what we're going to get into today. We're probably just going to hang out here mostly at camp during the day. We'll see what we get into. It's late in the day on the first day of camp. It's been a relaxing day. I've done a lot of reading, and Lisa has just puttered around and straightened up and cleaned out the galley, organized the stuff in the cabin of the trailer. We just finished dinner, which was meatloaf in the Dutch oven and baked potatoes, and cleaned up, and we're just going to enjoy a little time around the fire and enjoy the rest of the evening before bedtime, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. So, have a good night. We are on day 2 of our adventure to South Carolina, and we are on a walk on Eshaw Road, not too far from camp. We went down and found the boat launch, and now we're just making a loop back around to camp. We are back at camp after some adventuring around McClellanville, South Carolina. We took a walk here near Elmwood this morning, and then from there we went over and found Honey Hill Campground, which is a nice little campground not too far from here, close to McClellanville. It's still in the Francis Marion National Forest, so we checked that out. It's a nice place, got vault toilets. There were several folks camping there, and then we went into McClellanville, looked around there, found the marina, drove through the marina, and then went back to the SeWee Outpost, where we picked up some firewood, and then back across to the SeWee restaurant, where we grabbed dinner, hush puppies and calamari and iced tea. So it wasn't a very healthy dinner, but it was a very good dinner. So the hush puppies were excellent. Went out to the Bulls Ferry Landing parking lot and ate our dinner, and then headed back home. Made a few stops along the way. So we're back here. We're going to get showered up. We've got the water on the stove for showers. We're going to get showered up and settle in for the night. So we'll see you tomorrow. I am up on the 3rd day of our camping trip, and I am headed to the hardware store in Georgetown, South Carolina, to find, hopefully, some exterior white caulking. As I mentioned the other day, we found water in the walls of the hiker, and so we're going to try to do a patch job to get us home until we can hopefully clean out the old caulking and put some new in. Okay, I made my stop at Georgetown Hardware in Georgetown, South Carolina, and picked up some RTV silicone sealant in white, which will match, but hopefully this will work, or at least get us patched up to get us home, because we're expecting some rain in the next few days. So we want to get this stuff on the trailer so it has a little time to dry and cure. Nice little old school hometown hardware store. The ladies in there were really friendly. I'd called earlier to see, because it's a 16-mile drive from camp, to see if they had what I needed, and they were so busy the lady put the phone down and forgot. So I made sure when I got there that their phone was back on the hook, which I assumed it would be because somebody was going to hear the busy signal, and they did, and then they apologized profusely for forgetting me. So I'm back on the road, headed back to camp. sat around camp most of the day waiting for the solar panel to charge the Jackery. This evening we're out at Santee Coastal Reserve for a walk. It has been a chilly day. Warm in the sun, but when the wind blows and the sun's behind the clouds or the trees, it's chilly. So we're out here taking a walk around the Big Whale Trail. I think that's what it's called. We spooked an alligator as we came around the corner, and it jumped into the water. But we did see all of its little babies. It had a dozen or two little ones, maybe about a foot long, if that. We saw another one sunning himself earlier. We're headed out around that side of the water now, so maybe we'll get to see it again. After this, we'll head back to camp and get some dinner and get a fire, get warmed up, and we'll be able to settle in for the evening. Okay, tonight for dinner we're having potato wedges and leftover meatloaf, and we are going to do the potato wedges in the Dutch oven. I've got a 10-inch Dutch oven here, and I'm heating up some coals, or some charcoal, in a chimney starter. And once that's ready, I'm going to put a ring on the bottom of a pan, set the Dutch oven on that, and add the rest of the coals to the top. We're looking for around 400 degrees, and they say the rule is to take the diameter of your Dutch oven and multiply that by 2 to get to 350. So we have a 10-inch Dutch oven, so we'd have 20 coals there, and then for every 25 degrees over that, we add 2 more coals. So we're going to have 24 coals, and we're going to do a third of those on the bottom and the rest of them on top. One of the other things you want to do when cooking with a Dutch oven is remember to rotate the oven. So you want to rotate it a quarter turn clockwise, the whole oven, and then the lid a quarter turn counterclockwise. So that the coals are evenly spaced and you're not getting hot spots in the oven. Today on our trip we are at Hampton Plantation. It is a South Carolina state park not far from the campground. It's free to come and tour the grounds. If you want to tour the mansion, there's a cost, but tours are only Friday through Saturday or Tuesday, I can't remember which it was, on the sign. Beautiful place here. It's cloudy and breezy today. The mosquitoes are kind of bad. They're eating us up. They have a visitor center. Unfortunately, it's closed today, but there are a lot of placards around the grounds where you can find out about the history of the enslaved and free folks who helped run this rice plantation so many years ago. We're just enjoying the cloudy day, getting out away from camp to do a little bit of walking. I love the portability of our Jackery 500, but sometimes you got to set it up nowhere near your campsite just to get the sun. It is late in the day, dinner is done, so it's time to get some water on the stove for shower. We'll give you a tour of the facilities and show you our shower setup this evening. Here we have our shower tent. This is our privy. We have our bucket double bagged with some kitty litter inside, our portable potty chair, and then this doubles as our shower. It's got a place to hold a few things, and we hang our soap on the side. We are on our final day of our South Carolina adventure, and Lisa just stopped back in the SeWee restaurant. We are here once again for lunch on our final day to pick up some goods. We're getting a shrimp po' boy, some she crab soup, some hush puppies, some fried okra, and some sweet tea. We're going to have that for lunch as we head down to Mount Pleasant and Charleston to see my brother-in-law, his girlfriend, and get to spend some time with those folks and check out some more Charleston. She's got the goods. Finished our lunch at the world famous Scott's Barbecue in Hemingway, South Carolina. It was good. When you fix your own barbecue and you're pretty good at it, it's hard to beat what you can cook at home, but it was edible. It's an old place, been here for a while. We were in the area, thought we'd stop and check it out. So if you're ever in Hemingway, South Carolina, stop by Scott's Barbecue.